The Megatooth Sharks, the group that includes the infamous Megalodon, were some of the most impressive creatures to ever exist. The history of these animals' evolution, which eventually produced the largest predatory fish we know of, is a complex matter, with various contrasting arrangements having been developed over the years. Nevertheless, it is a fascinating area of vertebrate evolution that we'll be summarising in this video. A key area of dispute when it comes to megatooth evolution, and Megalodon in particular, is what relationship they have to the modern-day great white shark. For a long time it was thought that Megalodon was very closely related to great whites, since there were many similarities between the tooth structure of the two animals. This led paleontologists to place Megalodon within the same genus as the great white, making it Carcharodon megalodon. However, later examinations revealed that the similarities may not be as distinguished as first thought, and that Megalodon was in fact more likely a member of a different shark lineage. Instead of being a lamnid shark like the great white, paleontologists placed Megalodon within the otodontids and made it Carcharodon megalodon. Any similarities between the teeth of this animal and the modern great white were considered to be the result of convergent evolution, and not suggestive of a close relation. According to this interpretation, some paleontologists have therefore determined how the Megalodon lineage may have evolved. The earliest definite record of Megalodon itself dates back to the early Miocene epoch, about 20 million years ago. However, long before Megalodon prowled the world's oceans, there lived another otodontid shark called Cretolamna. Cretolamna lived in the Cretaceous and Paleogene periods, existing from about 113 million years ago to around 50 million years ago, and it is considered by some to be the direct ancestor of Megalodon and several other otodontids. Directly from Cretolamna evolved Otodus, which then evolved into the genus Carcharodon. And so this model of evolution maintains that Otodus led to Carcharodon angustidens, which led to Carcharodon tubutensis, which led to Carcharodon megalodon, though the list may include a few other species. However, not everyone agrees with this version of megatooth evolutionary history. There's also evidence to suggest that the Carcharodon genus might not be valid at all, and instead all the megatooth species should be included within Otodus. This would mean that the correct name for Megalodon is Otodus megalodon, and all the other species of Carcharodon would also be under this genus, in order to avoid the genus Otodus from becoming something called paraphyletic. This basically means that the genus includes the group's last common ancestor and all the descendants except for a few. In classifications of organisms, it's usually more convenient for a defined group to include all the descendants, so this brings the number of potential names for Megalodon to at least 3, with there being a few more proposed names too. Out of Carcharodon megalodon, Carcharodon megalodon, and Otodus megalodon, it seems that Carcharodon megalodon is the most favoured at the moment. However, it's entirely possible that the name and relationships of this charismatic animal will change again in the future, once more fossils are found and more studies performed. Hopefully this brief overview of the complications that working out shark evolution can provoke is somewhat useful and informative, though it has been fairly challenging to attempt to summarise the multiple conflicting lines of thought into a short video format. Still, this area of shark history is an incredibly fascinating one relevant to anybody interested in Megalodon and its evolutionary relationships. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've been liking Shark Week so far. This will not be the last time we talk about the infamous Megalodon this week, so stay tuned for the rest of the videos. If you would like to learn more about our world, its history, and the wonderful life that surrounds us all, please feel free to subscribe to the channel if you think we deserve it, and if you would like to see more from us.